Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It is great to see you all guys. Let me introduce myself. My name is Virginia Ginta Fahrani. You can call me Ginta and my last student number is 90. Today in this occasion, I would like to present about types of endocentric and exocentric syntax construction. So, now we are going to the first material. Okay, the first materials is about types of endocentric syntax construction. The first one is attributive endocentric. What is attributive endocentric? An attributive endocentric pairs is an endocentric pairs that consists of unequal constituents. In it, there are constituents with status as attributes. Due to the presence of constituents that act as pure constituents, the constituents cannot be connected by conjunction and or. This type of endocentric pairs consists of a central element and an attribute. The attribute element is an element that explains the central element so that the pairs is more meaningful. So, the example is the first one. We met him yesterday afternoon. So, the central element is yesterday and the attributive is evening. And the second is, the company makes long-term investment. The central element is investment and the attribute and the attributive is long-term. And the last one is Andre bought imported books from the newly opened bookstore. So the central element is book and the attributive is new. Okay, now we are going to the second types. Okay, the second types is coordinative endocentric. What is coordinative endocentric? Okay, a coordinative endocentric is pairs endocentric consisting of equal constituents. So, there is no constituent that is not core. The equivalence can be proved by the possibility of the constituent being connected by and or. In addition, the coordinative endocentric is an endocentric pairs where all the elements are central elements. For the new central elements which have different meaning, the conjunction is and or are be added. Okay, so the example are, the first one is the husband and wife look compact with the batik uniforms they wore. So, the coordinative endocentric is and in husband and wife. Okay? And the second is schools must implement a good education and guidance system. So, the coordinative endocentric is education and guidance. Okay, so the last example is good or bad, a risk that we must accept. So, the coordinative endocentric is good or bad. Okay, now we are going to the third types. Okay, now we are going to the third types. It is appositive endocentric. What is appositive endocentric? Appositive endocentric is a endocentric pairs that is appositive is a pairs that is similar to an endocentric pairs that is coordinated in each of its constituents which can replace one another. This pairs is a type of endocentric pairs that has a elemental central element or is referred to as an apposition. So the example are, the first one is, we traveled to the good city Yogyakarta. So the appositive endocentric is good city. So the second one is Reza Rahadian, a talented Indonesian actor who won an award from an international movie festival. So the appositive endocentric is Reza Rahadian, a talented Indonesian actor. So the last one is Joko Widodo, President of the Republic of Indonesia, gave a speech at the 72nd anniversary of the TNI. Okay, now we are going to the next material. Okay, now we are going to the types of exocentric syntax construction. The first one is Directive Exocentric. What is Directive Exocentric? Directive exocentric is a type of exocentric pairs consisting of preposition and nouns. The first component of the directive exocentric pairs is a preposition such as in, to, and from. And the second component is a word or group of words that are usually categorized as nouns. Since the first component is preposition, this directive exocentric pairs is also commonly called a prepositional pairs. Okay, so the example are, the first one is Syamsul brought lots of souvenirs from Makassar. So the directive exocentric is from Makassar. And the second one is, since morning, Romlah shut herself in her room. So the directive exocentric is in her room. So the last one is, soon my little brother came home from school. And the directive exocentric is from school. Okay, now we are going to the second types of exocentric syntax construction. Okay, there is NonDirect Exocentric. NonDirect Exocentric is a type of exocentric pairs whose first element is a mentioned word or other word such as the, that, and claim. Meanwhile, the second element is a word or group of words categorized as nouns, adjectives, and verbs. Okay, the example are, the first one is, the gambling champion left the city. And the second one is, the workers withhold a massive demonstration in front of the DPR building. So now we are going to the next types. Okay, the next type is Connective Exocentric. What is Connective Exocentric? Connective exocentric is a type of exocentric pairs in which one of the elements acts as a connecting element. So the example are, the first one is, Dad told you hurry home from the party. So the connective exocentric is to hurry home. And the second one is, when I was to go to office, Suddenly, it rained heavily. So, the connective exocentric is I was to go to the office. So, the last one is when passing that road, I heard strange voice. So, the connective exocentric is passing the road. Okay, that's all about my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.